good evening, good afternoon, hello and welcome back to my channel, back to my spiritual channel, back to my, I hope it's a teaching, informative kind of channel. It is part of the book that I have written, and I'm trying to, it is a book about teaching as well as learning. It has meditations in there, and it has all the information you might need to practice what I'm teaching. So last week we had a look at questions for our guides, meeting our guides, developing a relationship with our guides, questions for them I've said, and how we sense and see them, but we'll learn more about that when we meditate. So this week we will have a look at interpreting symbols from our guides. So what is a sign of spirit communication? Which spirits are doing what and when? Is it possible to ask for a sign that is recognisable, such as a symbol, animal, flower, number sequence, or a song that holds a memory for you? So if you ask, you can be confident that you're receiving divine guidance. Spirit guides are always trying to point us in the right direction to allow our souls and vibrations to align. That is why they make you aware when you are moving in the right direction in life and when you are moving forward in the wrong direction. I do find that most of us do know. We will think, oh God, I shouldn't have gone there, I shouldn't have spoke to them, I shouldn't have done this. So most of us do know after the event, but once we become attuned to our body and our energy, we can start making better decisions before the event. Might take some of us a longer time than others, but it can be done. So we can ask them for a sign. We can ask them to help guide us with things that we want to see, such as numbers, animals, people. So there's another so. Stop with the so. I need to bang myself on the head every time I say so. So if you find yourself noticing coincidences such as seeing repeating numbers or having strange experiences, it may be likely that you're making a connection. If you want to know if you're heading in the right direction, ask your guide to confirm your choices. If you're feeling something may be off, ask your guides to show you decreasing or increasing number sequences. That might be on something digital. Select an animal or flower to be shown to you, mentioned or referenced. So that can be quite interesting. I mean, the animal sign can come on a birthday card or on a letter, or a real appearance of a robin or a fox or something that you've asked for. But don't be frightened of asking for signs. They are there, and the beauty of this, the beauty of what I do, is that they want to work with us, they want to help us, they want to guide us, because in turn, as they're working for us, we're helping them progress on the other side as well. So, you know, as I say, you can ask your guides to show you something, an animal or a flower, mentioned or referenced, and that can become you and your guide's secret password. If you love robins, how about asking to see one in any form as a sign? But because like robins are very common, particularly here, I would ask to see one on a Tuesday, or ask to see one in a specific tree or specific area of the garden. So I wouldn't just ask to see something common like that. I would put conditions on that to make sure it's my guide. So whether this robin is read about, talked about, seen in person or in a picture, make this your code word. Think of something significant to you, and then when you see it, you will notice it and record it in your journal. When spirit recognises that you are becoming aware of their signs and their signals, they will send more for you to become familiar with. Images are usually self-explanatory, but the symbols are not. To interpret messages sent from spirit, it can be useful to have some knowledge of symbols and their meaning, which I will look at in a minute, which is also in my book, Symbols and Meanings. just over the page. A symbol is any object that represents some quality that it does not possess. They go beyond normal modes of expression. For example, the pencil cannot be a symbol for a writing instrument because it is a writing instrument. However, the pencil becomes a symbol when it represents communication because the pencil cannot communicate by itself. I hope that makes sense. So types and meanings of clairvoyant symbols. Personal symbols, obviously, are ones that mean something to us. They can tell others a great deal about ourselves. How you feel about a symbol will be your personal interpretation. For example, if you love cats, the symbol will be a positive symbol for you. But if you are allergic to cats, it won't be such a positive symbol. It might mean, stay away from something, or don't go over there. There's cats. You'll get ill if you go over there. Cultural symbols. These are symbols that have meaning for a group of people, but have different meanings for different cultures. For example, wearing white to get married is symbolic for some cultures. In other cultures, wearing white is a symbol for attending funerals. Universal symbols are universal because they speak to everyone. Gold is a good example of a universal symbol, as every culture regards it as a sacred metal belonging to their god or gods. Spirit guides will use all of these symbols when they communicate with us. They will use everything that we know to communicate with us. They can only use what we know, because otherwise we wouldn't know, and they wouldn't know how to explain things to us if we didn't understand them. Symbolic gifts from spirit guides. Apples. These can be knowledge, ideas coming into fruition, and nourishment. Books. I was shown a book the other day, wasn't I? The Silver Birch. I need to look at that. Books. Knowledge, writing, filling the blank pages. Feathers are a common calling card from your guides, and especially from angels. You might get a lot of feathers when we're working with angels, but feathers turning up where they oughtn't to be, like on the bookshelf or under the bed, or wherever you wouldn't expect them to see them. In the garden, probably not so much, but in the house, they can be hidden under things. Keys. Unlocking the truth, unlocking potential secrets. These are symbolic gifts, and these are things that you might see with your mind eyes, or you might dream about, or you might visualize as seeing your third eye. Keys. Unlocking the truth and unlocking potential secrets and success. Light energy. The colour of the light or energy will have personal meaning, and that's because we have looked at colour and chakras and auras in previous paragraphs so that you can interpret how you feel and what that colour means to you. Pens. Writing, communication, word or message. The world, the globe. The world is in your hands, and travel may be a possibility. If you see a knife or a sword, that could mean protection. Archangel Michael is always depicted with a sword, and he's the angel of protection. Flowers, incredibly symbolic. I do a whole chapter on flowers, how to read flowers and give messages. Time of flowering, whether it flowers in the summer or the winter. Is it a bulb? Or does it flower from bulb? Does it grow from bulb? Is it the scent that you can smell? Is it a large or small flower, large or small bloom? All of those informations can be useful when you're giving messages. And animals, type of animal, age, wild or tame. One of these animals that doesn't like being out, one of these animals that scurry along in privacy. So those are a few things for you to look at. Symbolic gifts, yeah. Meditation. So we'll do a little meditation on how to meet our guides, and I hope you like this. I hope you can do it with me or save it till later. I chose these meditations, I work with them, but there are so many meditations on the internet that if you find one you like better to meet your guides, then that's fine, as long as you're working in some form and following your spiritual path. So I want you to sit comfortably. Close your eyes and take 2 deep breaths. Become aware of your out breath without changing the rhythm. Remain sitting and just observing the flow of your breath. Imagine you are walking in a country park. Feel the sun on your body. Feel the path under your feet. Are you on a gravel path or a grassy trail? Are there tall trees shading you, or can you see the blue sky? As you walk along, imagine someone has started to walk alongside you. How tall do they feel next to you? Do they feel like a feminine or masculine energy? Do they feel close like a family member? Or do they feel like a loving feminine or a strong masculine energy? Do they feel close like a family member or loving like a friend might be? Can you feel their age? Are they walking upright and keeping pace with you? Or are they a little bit slow in their movements? Take your time to feel as much as you can about them. If you feel more than one guide present, ask some to step back so you can meet them one at a time. Visualize a bench ahead and you ask your guide to sit with you for a while. Still without looking at them, imagine what they look like. What colour eyes do they have? What shape is their face? Is their face round or long? Is their complexion soft and young, or is it weathered? Is it an outdoor face? What colour is their skin? Have they got wrinkles? Do they sit close to you, or do they sit a little bit away from you? Do they feel shy? Take a glance now at your companion. Are they family or a friend? Is it someone you've not met before? If it's someone you haven't met before, you can ask in the family, does anybody else know this person? They might have a photograph of this person. Now ask questions. Who are they? What is their name? Where are they from? Do they have family? Ask questions. Build a relationship with your guide as you would a new friend. If they are family, talk to them as family. Ask why they are guiding you. How do you think they can help? How do they think they can help? When you are ready, ask them to walk back with you. Visualize both of you walking back along the same path. Does anything look different? Take note of the weather. Is it sunshine, bright? Is it a little bit cloudy? Is it cold? Is it hot? Pay your attention on those kind of things. What you're wearing, what your guide is wearing. So take note of those things for your journal and thank them for joining you. Just sit in that energy for just 1 minute. Okay everyone, I want to start bringing your attention back into the room. Feel your feet on the floor, wiggle your fingers and toes, feel your weight on the chair, and finally open your eyes. Become aware of the room. Remember what you saw and felt and saw during the meditation. Make a note in the journal to remind yourself what was happening at this time, and to confirm to yourself if their guides change as you progress. They might change, they might stay the same, they might use different tools to communicate with you. They might start using different senses. You might see more, hear more, or feel more. So it's important to remember what happened during this first meditation to meet your guide, and what might happen in a future meditation to meet your guides. Okay, so as I say, do become aware of all your thoughts and feelings during this time, during the meditation. So if we have a quick look back, we can see here where you were walking with your guide. Does it feel familiar? Have you been there before? Do you know the trail? Was there water present? Was there a pond or a river, a stream, the sea? Where were you? Where were you with this guide? Because these are the things that might be important. If it was the sea, there might be travel on the horizon. There might be someone arriving back from travel. And the way that you feel, this is, I say, to ask a question, just to say to, during meditation, trying to say, why are you showing me this? Why are you showing me the sea? And what springs to mind for me when I see the sea, or a big expanse of sea, is my brother. He was a sailor, so he used to talk about how strange it was in the middle of the ocean and nothing for miles and miles around you except more sea and sky. So something like that would remind me of my brother if I saw a huge sea expanse. If I saw a canal, like a little canal or canal trail, that would remind me of a canal trip that I went on to and hated every minute of, so we'll not do that again. I found it exhausting, all those locks. So consider where you are, where you walked with your guide. Was it overhung with trees? Was it a dark place? Did it feel oppressive? Or was it, could you see the sunshine through the trees? Was it all nice and dappley and warm? Was it cold? So this is where I say, this is where the journal comes in really useful, because you can write down everything that you felt through this meditation. And if it doesn't mean anything to you today, it might mean something in a few weeks. You might talk to a family member and they say, oh gosh, yeah, your great uncle George, he was a sailor, and it might have been him coming to guide you. So it's making those links, and making links is different to making things fit, because if it feels right to you, then it's true. If it doesn't feel right, then you need a bit more information to make it so. Excuse me, can you feel the difference with this guide, whether it was male or female? Can you feel a different male energy to female energy? Does one feel softer than the other? Does one feel stronger, more masculine? So as you're building this relationship, consider, are they family? Do they remind you of anyone? And why are they guiding you? Why have they chosen you? Why have you chosen them? What do you have in common, and what do they hope to help you with? Yeah, look at their aches and pains. If they have any aches and pains, do they struggle to sit down? Do they struggle to stand up? Do they have any, are they struggling to breathe? Or are they an older spirit that's come through younger? Because sometimes they do that. I find particularly with hair, they like to come back with hair, a lot of spirit, male and female. So that, you know, that indicates they're a little bit vain, or they took care of their health and their looks. That was important to them. So I wanted to kind of run through the questions I've just asked you. I have to find a way of getting this to you so you can read through instead of listening through again of what might be meaningful to you. But as I say, this is where your journal, it's your personal journey, and it's your personal progress and your interpretation that counts more than mine. My interpretation will not be the same as yours, very rarely, however connected we might feel. So, so as I start coughing, I know that spirit is drawing close, excuse me. I might have to go now. I think spirit's worn me out today. So I do know I've got spirit here that lost their voice before they passed, visiting me. I have to go and have a think who they are. Might be a message for somebody, or it might be a message for me. So these sort of things will start to happen, but don't be afraid of them, because I allow it, because I am working with spirit as I'm doing this. But if I'm not working with spirit, or I'm not doing a reading, then this doesn't happen. It's only because I'm open to it. So never be afraid that spirit are going to overshadow you or be stronger than you, because they aren't. Because all I have to do now, I might do if I stand up and breathe for a minute and get my voice back to show you that I'm in control of what spirit are doing. So just bear with me. I'll be back in 1 minute when I've controlled this. I'll go and tell them. Okay, I've been and shouted at them. I've told them I need my voice, and I've told them to stop, and I've done it again. But I have more of a voice than I did. I have to go and find out who this is. They are not leaving there. I'm telling them they have to go. This isn't appropriate. And breathe. Okay, I think my voice is back. I'm going to leave quickly while I can still speak. And please let me know your feedback on this one particularly, because we have finished with the meeting the guides at the moment. And the next time we're going to have a look at our guardian angels, connecting to the angelic realms, the roles of angels and the different angels that they are. And plus obviously meditation to meet our angels. We might even have a look at reading angel cards, which will be quite interesting. And thank goodness they gave me my voice back, just to prove to you I am in control, and they are welcome when I welcome them. Thank you again so much for being here again, and I will see you all very shortly.